Good morning, dear learners. I welcome you all to yet another math online session. In today's module, we shall have the revision of chapter integers. And in this chapter, today particularly we will discuss the comparison of integers. So let's get into the topic. Here we see a number line where you can see, as we have discussed in the previous class, we know that the left side of 0, all the negative integers are there. On the right side of 0, all positive integers are located. Then if you move to the left direction, leftward, we find that the values are decreasing. And if you move to the right side, right direction, you will find that the values are getting increased. So this is how integers displayed on a number line. So if you take any two integers, say 1 and 2, we find that 2 is larger than 1. That is, otherwise we can say that 1 less than 2. So on a number line, we find that 1 is on the left side and 2 is on the right side. So when we compare these two integers, we find that 1 is on the left side of 2 and 2 is on the right side. So when we compare two integers, we have to see that which integer is at the right, that particular integer is greater. So these are two positive integers. So any integer, if you take any integer, we can apply this. So if you take 2 and any other two, let's take any two integer, positive integer, and see, say you take 5 and 10. So we find that 10 is on the right side, and 5 is the left side of 10. So which integer occurs on the right side will have greater value. That means 10 is on the right side, therefore 10 is larger. So we can say that 5 less than 10. 10 is the larger. Similarly, if you take any two integers, this is the case of positive integer. Similarly, if you take any two integers, that is, let us take negative integer. If you take negative integer, the same case is applicable. Say, let's take two integers, -1 and -6. Look at the number line and tell me which integer is at the right side. So we find that -1 is on the right side of -6. So -6 is at the left side. So always right side integer is larger. So we can compare them as -1. So since -1 is on the right side, so -1 is greater. So we can say that -1 greater than -6. Take any other example. Let's take 0. Take 0 and -5. And look at there and tell me which integer. Can you tell me which integer to the right and which integer to the left? So from the number line we can understand that -5 is on the left side and 0 is on the right side. Which integer is located at the right side will have larger value. Therefore 0 is greater. So we can write that -5. We can write that -5 is less than 0. 0 is larger integer. Okay, so I hope you can identify now how to compare integers. Let us move on to the next session. So here there are some integers given, and we have to identify which integer is on the right or left, and which integer is larger or which integer is smaller. So the first one, it is 2 and 9. So 2 and 9, it is positive integer. It is very easy for us to identify positive integer which is larger and smaller. So 2 is less than 9. So we can write that 2 less than 9. Then next one you see, next integer is -3 and -8. So which integer occurs to the left side? Look at the number line, -3 and -8. So -3 is on the right side. -3 on the right side, therefore -3 is larger. So we can write -3 greater than -8. See the next pair, Next pair is 0 and -1. So again you can look at the number line, which integer is on the right side. 0 is on the right side and -1 is on the left side. So right side integer is larger. So we can write it as -0 greater than -1. Then see the next one, -11 and 10. Next one is -11 and 10. Which integer is on the right side? So here you see 10 is here, -11 will be after this. So 10 is on the right side. So we can compare that. We can say that -11 less than 10. Then see the next one, -6 and +6. -6 and +6. So positive, you will find that +6 on the right side. So we can write -6 is less than +6. Then 1 and -100. 1 and -100. So always positive integer is larger than negative integer. So you can write 1 is less than -100. Now see here we find that negative integers and positive integers, it's a number line where all the integers have been marked. 10 numbers in positive and negative integers are there, and these are not only the integers are infinite. So here you find that -1 is the rightmost negative integers. -1 is the rightmost negative integer. All other negative integers are occurring to the left side of -1. Therefore we say that -1 is the largest negative integer. -1 is the largest negative integer. And here you see we know about 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Take the case of +1. +1 is the left side, the leftmost positive integer of positive integer. Then all the rest of the integers are occurring to the right side. Rest of the positive integers are occurring right side. Therefore we can say that 1 is the smallest positive integer. What about -1? -1 is the largest negative integer. 1 is the smallest positive integer. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Let us move on to the next one. Write 4 negative integers greater than -20. So in order to write 4 negative integers, we know that on number line, suppose somewhere -20 is there. So in order to find the largest integer, what we need to do, we have to find the right side integer. So right side of -20, which are all the integers will come? -19, -18, -17, -16, and so on. So which are all the integers occurring to the right side of -20? All those integers are greater than -20. So we can write that there are we can write -19, -18, -17, -16, -15. All these integers are occurring to the right side. So since they are occurring to the right side, these integers -19, -18, -17, -16, -15, all these integers are greater than -15. Now next one, write 4 integers less than -10. So we have to write 4 integers less than -10. See, -10 is occurring somewhere here. In order to write integer less than -10, how do we find that? We know that integers occurring to the left side is smaller than the previous integer. So we know that -11 is there, after that then -12 is there, then -3, -13, -14. All these integers are occurring to the left side. So all these integers will be less than -10. So we can write that -11, -11, -12, -13, -14. All these integers are less than minus 10. Let us move to the next question. Write all integers between the given pairs and write them in increasing order. So first pair is 0 and 1. So in between, sorry, 0 and 7. 0 and 7, what are they? 1, sorry, 0, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So these are the integers. We have to write them in increasing order. So increasing order means smaller integer we have to write first. Which is the smallest integer here? Minus 6 is the smallest integer. Then minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Now this has become in increasing order. So what is the next pair? Minus 4 and positive 4. So next one is minus 4 and positive 4. Which are the integers between them? Minus 3 is there, minus 2, then minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So these are the integers between minus 4 and positive 4. So already minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 1, 2, 3 are increasing order. So this is how we write integers between two given integers. Okay, then I hope you can write integers. See, next one, minus 8 and minus 15. So what are the integers between them? Minus 9, minus 10, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, minus 13, minus 14. So these are the integers. Increasing order. We have tried the increasing order. That means we have to start writing from the smallest integer. That is minus 14, minus 13, minus 12, minus 11, then minus 10, at last minus 9. So this is how we write the integers in order. So next one, last, it is, we find that minus 30 and negative 23. So let us write the integers between them. Minus 29, minus 28, minus 27, minus 26, minus 25, minus 24. So these are the integers. We have to write them in increasing order. So already these integers are in increasing order. So minus 24 is the largest integer. Okay, so this is how we write. Then next one, for the following statement, write true or false if the statement is false. Write true or false. If the statement is false, correct the statement. So what is the first statement? Negative 8 is to the right side of negative 10 on number line. So it is a true statement. Negative 8 is on the right side. Then next one, it is given. Negative 100 is to the right side of minus 50. Negative 100 is not on the right side of minus 50. So it is a false statement. Now we have to write it correctly. So how do we write it? We write that minus 100 is to the left side. Is to the left side of minus 50 on the number line. On the number line. On the number line. So next one, smallest negative integer is minus 1. Is it true or false? Smallest negative integer is minus 1. Just before we have discussed about smallest and largest integers, positive and negative one. So it's a false statement. Minus 1 is not the smallest negative integer. Minus 1 is the largest negative integer. So we have tried it as largest negative integer. We will rewrite it as largest negative integer. Largest negative integer. Negative integer is negative 1. So this is how we have to change the statement. Then next sentence. What is the next sentence given? Negative 26 is greater than negative 25. So which is on the left side? So you just assume it has a number line. So negative 25. Here we come negative 25. Then we write negative 26. Which integer is on the right side? We find that negative 25 is on the right side, therefore negative 25 is larger. Then that means the given statement is a false statement. So we have to rewrite this statement correctly. So how do we write this? We can write it as negative 26 is smaller than negative 25. So I hope this helpful. Thank you all of you. Have a great day ahead.